Okay, so what kind of business questions do you have? You got to take that in the other room, please.
No, it's okay.
Okay. D,
What kind
Tatiana,
of business
anybody?
questions do you have?
They have questions? Okay.
Do you have a question, a business question?
I don't have anything right now.
Or product.
Well, we have a question, Michelle, that we wanted to ask you.
Sure.
So, you know, we've been working out for a long time. We have a lot of friends in the gym.
Yes.
And Chester approached a bodybuilder today,
No, just a power
or a
lifter.
power lifter, about isogenics, and he wanted to know.
He wanted to know what's in the Cleanse for Life that makes it, you know, fat burning and the release of toxins. What active ingredient that makes do that?
Yeah, it's a blend of ingredients. So what you would do is, and it's a great question, and he believes that he has a master's degree in nutrition because his body looks incredible. So you have to respect that. And maybe he does.
What's in it, and I'll tell you.
So, what I would tell you is go to.
Know all the stuff though, so.
Well, none of us. But I'm going to tell you, if he's really interested, or if you really want him to have that answer, go to isaproduct.com. All right, and go in the search bar for Cleanse for Life.
Okay.
And when you get there, hit the button that says ingredients.
What's in it though? Is it BCAs or what? I can give him an answer right now.
Okay, go ahead.
What's it? I need to know if like branched chain amino acids are in it, because if that is, it turns your fat into fuel. So say you're on the treadmill at 20 minutes and you're like, man, I got 5 more minutes to go, I'm done. BCAs turns your fat into fuel, and when you're at 20 minutes, you're like, damn, let's go another 20 minutes. I got this.
Okay,
so that's why I need to, like, if you can preach it that way to that person, I guarantee that person will buy the product.
Okay, so, and there's no branched chain amino acids in Cleanse for Life. So,
There's not?
no, because it's a cleansing, it's a cleanse, right? So go to isaproduct.com, go to Cleanse for Life, hit the ingredients button, and there's about 27 ingredients. Now, Isogenics will always tell you what's in the products, but they will never tell you the blends. Mm-hmm. So you can hand him that sheet of paper. And here's the thing we run into all the time, and that's a fair comment because, Mike, you're very educated. John Anderson, the formulator, is one of the top formulators in the world. Now, you're going to hear this from a lot of people, from a lot of companies. So then don't preach it. People are going to go, oh, that's what everybody says. And that's why I don't say it. All I do is say, if you're really interested, I will give you the information. Give me your email so I can email it to you, because then you don't have to print it out. And I know it's a better way. Because then if somebody's really interested, they're going to look at it, and then they're going to ask more questions. A lot of times, we all do it. When you don't want to buy something from somebody, what do you tell somebody? I can't afford it. When you really don't want to do something, what do you usually do when you say, when you really don't want to do something? I don't have time. Right? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just so what I would say is learn to give people what they ask for. And then the key to the business is follow up, follow up, follow up. Because you may give that to him and then he says, oh my gosh, and he may not know what half the stuff is. Okay? Because I will tell you, as a nutritionist, a therapist, and a trainer, I didn't know what some of this stuff was. And I've been to every meeting in Isogenics until today. Mm-hmm. Everybody learns. Everybody learns. But if you give somebody the information and then they want to learn more, then they can go from there. But a lot of times it's just somebody's way of stopping you. So I actually was prejudging your question, Chester. Did I answer your question?
Yes, I think we kind of looked it up on isogenic products too, kind of read about it and stuff. But,
print out the ingredients. Print it out.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Is there any studies behind it?
Is there any what?
Studies.
The cleanse? Go to isogenicshealth.net. There's 7 clinical studies. They all talk about the cleansing component. But I will tell you, one of the greatest videos on YouTube, go to Jim Rhodes, Rhoades, Jim Rhodes Isogenics blood. And this is not through Isogenics, but he is in Isogenics. He was the CEO of a pharmaceutical company that actually left to come here because his wife was on Isogenics and she actually made more money than he did, so he resigned from his company. Okay? You'll see blood in this YouTube video of a woman, and she's a doctor, but no one's supposed to know that, that has lupus, all right? And they show her blood pre-cleansing and post-cleansing. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. But that's very medical, so I don't know. The clinical studies are under isogenicshealth.net. Yeah, Amanda? I thought you had a question. Okay. Yeah, so the cleansing component, and I will tell you, a lot of bodybuilders, a lot of trainers, they really think they know nutrition to the level of a formulator because Mike, you know this better than anybody. When you are training someone, everybody wants to know what they should eat, why they're not getting as good results. So that's one of the reasons why a lot of trainers use Isogenics. So they say, just put the stuff in your mouth and I'll train you. Put the stuff in your mouth and I'll train you. So you can do what you really love is train the person. But the power lifter, a lot of times these people that are very well known, like we were going to work with Mr. Illinois, and I met him at LA Fitness in South Elgin. And he said, well, I get they pay me to take their product. And I said, well, Isogenics will pay you too, but they're not going to pay you a flat fee. You're going to make your own money forever. And he said, no. He said, well, can I do this? Can I take their money and take your product, but tell everybody I'm taking that product and then make my own money too? And I said, absolutely not. He said, why? I said, because it's unethical. I don't want to work with someone that's unethical. Yeah, he could have gone to somebody else and done it, but he wasn't going to work with me that way. Okay? So when someone talks about an endorsement, which will be a very big conversation in a gym, what you tell them is, this is a forever endorsement. You endorse yourself. And we have the top sports people in here. And now, very notary, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, watch how fast his collarbone gets fixed. He just broke it last week in the NFL. His parents own a chiropractic clinic in Chico, California. They're Isogenics people. Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay Packers, is an Isogenics guy. Michael Jordan. Venus and...
They don't talk.
Venus, what?
Aaron Rodgers and his parents.
Venus and her sister, right? So the one that came back from the shoulder injury, who's super thin, and her sister's super big, the difference is Isogenics. Kelly Ripka, who's on that Kelly show, she's Isogenics. And she'll absolutely mention her chiropractor told her to go on a high-density nutrition cleansing program, and it took her out of pain. Now, you can't use the word Isogenics with pain, but you can call it high-density nutrition with a cleansing component. Isogenics is the only whole-body nutritional cleansing product in the market today. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to be forever, but it's the only one. Whole-body nutritional cleansing. It's not a fast that people think it is. Okay? And then the endorsement piece, Chester, if he comes back with that, say it's a self-endorsement for the rest of your life. Somebody may jump at that. Somebody may not. Lori Harder is a great example. She's been on Oxygen magazine 17 times. The last 5 times, she wouldn't go on unless she was able to talk about Isogenics. She was so against trying these products with her client, Holly DeMott, who was in the Isobody Challenge. Lori took 1 product a month for 10 months. 1 product a month for 10 months because she didn't believe it was real food. And she went back to every one of her clients and apologized and said it is real food. And now she makes $1.8 million a year just at Isogenics.
Oh my!
Just at Isogenics. So that's a lot about, personal trainers are very difficult or competitive athletes, because what they're doing works. That's why they're at the top of their game. It's when they get hurt. Or like what I talked to Mike about today. Mike, I hope you don't mind, but Mike said he loves his clients. He just left a gym. He loves his clients. And I said, okay, how much do you make an hour? He told me. I said, so you have a capped income. And that's when he said, Michelle, I'm exhausted. Well, of course you are I used to work 70 hours a week. It took me years to figure out. I didn't have to work as much at Isagenix. I just had to work smart. Why? Because I was a hamster on the wheel. The more I put in, the more money I made. Mm-hmm. Here, actually, if you just like calm down and just really think about the people that you could attract to this that are looking for you, they show up. They just show up. Mm-hmm. Rather than, oh, I gotta tell you something, and it's free, and you're gonna feel amazing. And people are like, what the flock are you doing? Right? I will tell you, and Dee knows this. She's known me a long time. How long have you been in Isagenix, Dee?
5 years.
5 years. How many times have you heard me say, I don't care what you do?
A lot.
Okay? Whenever I talk to somebody, because people usually notice my energy, and they'll go, Michelle, you have so much energy. I'm like, I know, right? I'm really proud of that. Would you be open to knowing why I have this much energy? And if they say, sure, I'm saying it's because of the food I eat. If they shut down, I go, okay, great. If they don't shut down, I keep talking. Right? But it's got to be that they're open. So that's what the power lifter, send him the information. Now you have his email. Because then you might be able to send him something. If you read an article or if something comes out about a power lifter through the Isagenix community, you can send it to him. Maybe they even know each other. Right? I've had people that have not wanted to do Isagenix, and they've called me 4 years later and said, are you still doing that thing? Yeah. Like, I'm still doing that thing. Right? They're like, well, can I do it? Yeah, there was no expiration date for you. Yeah. We take American Express, Discover, MasterCard, and Visa. But I mean, guys, this is the real. This is real. This is what happens. And what's even more beautiful is some people come, some people go. Right? Mm-hmm. Now, people have signed up through people, and then they've dropped off, and then they've come back to me. Why? Because I was the support. Mm-hmm. And they're like, Michelle, I want to come back. Will you sign me up? Oh, if I must. You know, I mean, it's a good thing, right? Mm-hmm. And then you can even call the person that brought them in initially and go, hey, Tatiana, guess who just called me? Dee. Mm-hmm. Have you guys talked lately? Dee's coming back to Isagenix. You coming back with her? Encourage people to be happy. Mm-hmm. That's all you're doing. Yes. Right? And if someone says to me, I call Ionic Supreme and Hydrate Happy Juice. Mm-hmm. Okay? And I offer people happy juice. And if people say, no, thank you, I run like hell. It is a sign. You don't want to put up with that pain in the ass type of person. Right. For now. They may come back at some point and say, Michelle, I'm ready to take the happy juice. Yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to have a conversation with you too. Mm-hmm. Okay? So these are important ways of talking. If you can learn to talk to people as you've got a gift for somebody, and it doesn't matter when they want to receive it, you're always going to be there to give it to them. But guys, always know too, that don't spend all your time. Like, that's why if you're going to have 12 hours a week, each of you, right, you're going to do things that are income producing. Mm-hmm. And we can talk about that maybe at our next meeting. Mm-hmm. Income producing activities, because this is an income producing activity only because Mike is here. Mm-hmm. Because Mike's not in our business yet. Otherwise, it's training. Now, training can take us to an income-producing activity. So if everybody left here, think about this. If we all got together on a Zoom call and then put everybody on no speak, and everybody got on their cell phones together, and we said, okay, because I've done this. It's a kick in the butt. Dee, I think you've done it with me. Mm-hmm. And we'll say, okay, in the next 30 minutes, we're going to text 25 people and see how many people respond to us. And everybody does it because we can all see each other doing it. You'll be amazed how many people come onto the team. Mm-hmm. It's so fun. Now, do I do that by myself? No. Should I? Yes.
The more the merrier.
Right? Absolutely. I should do that. Right? So that's the kind of stuff that we can do. And it's like, whenever we have a meeting, don't ever ask if somebody can come. They're invited. And always let the newbies talk. Right? Somebody that just had a good, like Chester, just made $750 with telling 2 people to help 2 people, in comparison to Mike, who can make $750, but it's going to take him 20 people in how many hours? 20 hours.
Yeah, those half hours actually.
Half, 10 hours. 10 hours. All right, so hit 20 people and 10 hours. So Chester, put that on the Freedom Team Leaders page. Hey, I was at a meeting today with the team, and I made $750 as a crystal manager. You can too. Was talking to another person who's not with us yet. He's a personal trainer. And I asked him what it would take for him to make that money. And he told me 20 people in 10 hours. I'm a lucky man. Thank you, Isogenics. People don't know what they don't know. They don't know what they don't know. I didn't know what the hell this whole game was.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, with the personal trainer, it's like people come to you for help. They're begging for help. They come with,
Personal
goals.
trainers, it's the easiest profession to make very big money very fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling Mike this earlier. When I belly-to-belly train, when I online coached, I don't coach anymore online individuals. Now I coach coaches. But I would tell people, this is my fee. And the first product, when I executive coach, executive company officers, I tell them this is the fee. It's like I had one company, I charged them $25,000, right? And I bought every single one of them. There were 8 executives. I bought them all a 30-day system with their money. With their money.
Right.
And you don't need social security numbers anymore, so all that stuff is gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I personally train somebody, I give them a shake and ionics right after their workout. I say, take this. Well, they're going to do it because they hired me.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you won't be sore, and you're going to come back with more energy. Yeah. Oh, okay, coach. And I make it for them so they don't screw it up. And after the third one, I don't give them anymore. And then I go, how you feeling? And they're like, well, I don't feel as good. I told you it was nutrition. You want some more? You want some more? I take American Express, Visa, MasterCard. People eat.
People eat the
And they expect you. Do you consider yourself a healthcare professional?
Yes.
Good, because you
I don't always
should.
abide by it.
But you should. It doesn't matter if you
I
abide.
work out all day, so sometimes
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? But people come to healthcare professionals because they expect you to know. So Chester, at the gym, the best thing you can do is be very confident in your posture, right? And say, look, if you want to learn more about this, I'm happy to share it with you. When you make that decision to be open, let's talk and walk away, right? When you walk away from your little child, your little toddler, what happens?
They're running
They
behind
come right
you.
behind you, right? As soon as Faye's daughter Faye's daughter had a big frown on her face till they said we're leaving, and then she was so happy. Why? Because she won. She won.
The dogs won.
Does that help?
Yes.
Right? And you never want to have a meeting go more than a couple of hours. 2 at the max. It's too much information. Then it becomes like a job. This is work, but it's not a job. There's a big difference, in my opinion. These are, guys, there's no right, there's no wrong way to do isogenics. You don't have to do anything that I tell you. This is how I do it. And like I was sharing earlier, I've made money since the first day I took these products. I've never paid for these products, ever. That's a really beautiful thing. Right. And my family, my father's 91 years old. He takes no meds. He does everything isogenics. He's never done a full cleanse day. He's done
You never done full cleanse day.
No, he'll call me at 2 o'clock and go, okay, I'm done. No, and that's only been in the last since my mom. No, they put it in with their shake. They're like, we cleansed. They put it right in the shake. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. So we'll record this. We'll put it out on the Freedom Team Leaders page. And if you want to share this with anybody, I'll download it. I'll put it on a YouTube link. And you're more than welcome to share this, to invite people to come. And again, if you have questions or if you have people, there's nothing better than a Facebook Live like this on your page, not on our private page, on your profile page. Now, if you have a personal profile page and then you don't want other people going on that for your business, then have a business page or do it on the Freedom Team Leaders page, right? The only time I am not available is Wednesday nights between 5 and 8 and Thursday nights between 5 and 8. That's where I coach. So that's when I coach. It's the only time commitment I have with my life.
Good. And then you're free. You
So-
have such a beautiful paradise view here.
I do. Very, very blessed.
What is
So does that help, guys?
Very much.
Okay, so go to the perfectbusinesssystem.info if that's something you want to do, because that's a lead generation system at its finest. The perfectbusinesssystem.info. And that is lead generation at its finest. It's
Do you have to pay for anything in
if you decide to automate, there's things you'll have. No, when you go on there to just look at it, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You can automate, and that'll cost you about, if you have set up an automation, it costs you about $125 a month to run the system 24/7
there?
for 7 days a week.
But will it accumulate the?
Of course it will. And Facebook advertising. But again, go in there and look at it, right? Because if you want to do it, I can throw you right into the group. It only helps the group, but you have to, there's commitments. If I have people not paying the money that I ask for it, the people that from my team, or there's certain commitments I ask of them, and that's to, stick with it, right? Because that's why I charge so much, so I get ideal clients. There's nothing worse than coaching people that don't really have a commitment. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mike. Right?
Right.
Sucks. You go home
All
at
about
night, you're
commitment.
right.
That's why I tell them, you
Right.
give me 110, I'll give you 110.
That's right. All right, guys, I'm going to close this out because I'm ready 10 minutes late for a meeting. All right, we'll talk soon. Bye.
Thank you.
All right, so now we'll look.